Hey everyone, welcome to Area 616 and today 5 of Thor Ragnarok week. Well, Thor Ragnarok is now officially out. On the day this video was uploaded, I have not seen it yet, so no spoilers in the comments. I'll have a video for that later. I don't know for sure when I'm seeing it, but I'll have a review and spoilers discussion vid for it as soon as I do. Could be tomorrow, could be next Wednesday, I don't know, man. So with that in mind, you read this video's title, so yes, I'm not taking Ragnarok's events into account, because I don't know what happens exactly. But I am going to go ahead and take a guess at some of the deaths in Ragnarok. Odin, the Warriors 3, Scourge, Surtur, Heimdall, and Hela, because awesome MCU villains can't survive past one movie, everyone knows this. Unless you're Loki, that is. So yeah, we'll see how right I am pretty soon. But beyond that, I wanted to go over exactly which characters will and won't survive the events of Phase 3, stretching from now, Thor Ragnarok, to the final film of Phase 3, the untitled Avengers 4. These characters may be big or small, it's really just whoever I think will or won't make it. And yes, I have kind of made this video before, twice, but this one's better, I promise. Anyway, I'll go over the survivors first. Here, I think it's safe to assume that most, if not all, of the new characters will survive, especially the ones getting their own movies. So don't be surprised when Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and the Wasp waltz out of this all fine and dandy. Also, I think characters like Valkyrie and Wong will also make it through, even if they don't head their own movies. This is just because with them, I've got a feeling that Marvel has other plans for them. And also because they're so new, they likely still have plenty of movies on their contract. Also, we can pretty safely say that pretty much all of the Guardians will survive Infinity War. Namely Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, Drax, Groot, and Mantis. However, I am almost 100% sure that Nebula is going to die, so don't expect her to stick around much longer. On the Avengers side of things, this is where I'd expect people to really start dropping, because this is where the majority of the actors with ending contracts are. I do definitely think Black Widow and Scarlet Witch will survive. I think the former has her own movie on the way, in fact, but with the latter, I feel like there's too many interesting things to do with her for Marvel to kill her off so early. I'm also beginning to doubt that Vision will die. In the leaked Avengers Infinity War trailer, we actually see him being imprisoned and missing his Mind Stone. So it seems like not only will Thanos keep him alive for some reason, but Vision can also apparently survive without the Mind Stone for some reason. I'm also expecting Thor and the Hulk to survive. With the Hulk, he is apparently in a 3-movie arc right now, which does kind of sound like a send-off for him. But I could also see him sticking around, and starting to make fairly regular appearances in other characters' movies, like with Ragnarok. As for Thor, Chris Hemsworth did recently say that he'd gotten sick of playing him, but after Taika Waititi and him reinvented the character in Ragnarok, he has said that it feels fresh and fun again. Put that along with Taika's desire to make another Thor movie, and I think Thor will stick around for at least Phase 4. Also, some characters may potentially be coming back, like Agent Carter. Haley Atwell's been pretty busy in Atlanta lately, so I'm thinking she might make a comeback. And now we're getting into the deaths. Hawkeye is absolutely going to go in one of these movies. Not only is the actor not super interested in playing him anymore, but it really just makes sense for the character. I'm okay with this death as long as they recreate his death scene from Avengers Disassembled. That would be a really great way to send off his character. I also think Falcon is fairly likely to die just because it's hard to see a future for him. If the Captain America movies continue into Phase 4, then he could be in them. But if they don't, then I don't think he'd be in any of the Avengers movies, just because I think that team is going to be primarily made up of newer characters like Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Black Panther, etc. So if he's not in Avengers or Captain America, where would he be? The only other thing I can think of is maybe they could reinvent the Thunderbolts a bit to include him. That might be neat. But Sebastian Stan recently compared Bucky in Infinity War to Jon Snow in this scene from Game of Thrones, implying that he might not survive. I think this is possible, however, it does bring up questions about the future of Captain America in the MCU. If Steve Rogers dies, and I think he very well could, and if Sam and Bucky die too, then would the Captain America mantle just end there? Will they keep it going like in the comics, or will Marvel want to take the franchise in a completely new direction, leaving Cap behind? We'll have to see, but I am pretty sure that Steve Rogers will go out in Avengers 4. A large part of me really wants a Logan-style final Captain America 4, with him going up against the Red Skull again, but I think that's potentially unlikely. Also, and this is really more of a crazy theory than anything else, but I feel like it's maybe possible that Scott Lang could die. He has in the comics, of course. Here, he is a newer character, and they might want to let him have a full trilogy before he goes, but it's just a thought. However, aside from all this, there is one death that we know for sure is happening. Tony Stark. At this point, it's an impossibility for him not to die. Robert Downey Jr. is ready to leave the role, and they've pretty much set up Spider-Man to be his replacement. But what do you guys think? Who do you think will live or die? Let me know all your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.